I'd like to call this meeting of the Show Low City Council to order. Show that all council members are present with the exception of the vice mayor who's probably running late. Thank you all for joining us tonight. It's nice to see everybody in the council chambers. We meet in a couple of weeks. You're more than welcome to come back. Tonight I've asked Councilman Adams to lead us in the invocation, and I'll lead us in the pledge if you all would like to stand and join us.
Our Father in heaven, we are grateful that we can come together as a city and a community this evening. We're grateful for the beautiful area we live in, the opportunities we have to live in such a beautiful area. Father, we're grateful for our city staff. We're grateful for those who served for many years in helping us build up our community. We are so grateful for their dedication and their love they have for our community. Father, we are grateful for all of our blessings that we have, that we get to live in such a beautiful area and enjoy this beautiful mountain. We pray for those citizens in our community that they need thy help, and we pray for our city staff and help them. And Father, we're grateful for those who keep us safe and ask thee to please and watch, guide, and protect over them. We say these things in the name of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Adams. Appreciate that. And again, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Next item on the agenda is call to the public. Any citizen desire to speak on a matter that is with the jurisdiction of the city council may do so at this time. Seeing nobody sprint up here, I'll move to the next item on the agenda. Under special events, recognition of city employee, retired city employee Ed Mutter. But before, we're going to show a quick little video, and then we'll open it up to the public. But if you play a video for us, please.
Typical day is similar to what Rob's been doing. We're a support role. We coordination for different departments within the city.
I'm your Mayor, John Leach Jr. This morning I have Vice Mayor Connie Concavas. We're just here to thank our city manager, Ed Mutter, for everything he's done in our community. He's just been an outstanding city manager. We're definitely going to miss him. He's been very inspirational on a lot of things that we've done in our community. One of them is the building behind us, right, Connie?
That's right. He was very instrumental in getting this project going.
You know, Connie was probably one of the first people that met Ed when they interviewed him for the job here. I think he started out as our, what'd you hire him for?
I believe he was a building inspector.
Building inspector.
If I remember correctly. We hired him. I was the human resources director for the city of Show Low at the time. Went to high school with Ed.
Yeah, we did.
And he was one of the first graduating class from Show Low High School. So we've known Ed for a long time. We appreciate his dedication. He's a family man. He cares about the people here, and he contributes his time and efforts regularly.
Ed, we're definitely going to miss you. I know you won't be a stranger. I'm sure you'll be around, but we're definitely going to miss you. We love you, buddy, and God bless, and have a great retirement.
Know that we appreciate all your contributions to our community. God bless you and Kathy and your family, and we wish you the very best in retirement.
Hi Ed, congratulations on your retirement. We've loved having you as the city manager. I wish every citizen could come in and congratulate you. It's interesting to think what the city looks like now based on what it was before when you started. Everything from economic development to the cities and parks, the trails. We appreciate everything that you've done. You got us through the '08 crisis with fiscal responsibility, and we appreciate it. We hope the best for you and you and your wife and your family. I hope you have a good retirement. Thank you for all you've done.
Hey Ed, I just want to wish you congratulations on your retirement. I've enjoyed working with you all these years, and the last few years it's been a joy for me. I want to thank you for all of the stuff you've done for the city of Show Low the last 30 plus years. From the citizens who I've heard talk about how you've always helped them and been there for them, and from my own family and what we've done to help in situations that may have arisen. I really want you to know how grateful we are for all you've done and how you've taken Show Low and helped us grow in a good direction. And I want to thank you, and I hope you have a good retirement and you stay busy, which I'm sure you will, and probably have projects already lined up. So again, Ed, thank you for everything. I really enjoyed working with you, and I hope you have a good retirement.
Ed, this is Mike. I figured you know who I am. But anyway, I just want to let you know that congratulations on your retirement. I think you're going to enjoy it. I said mine has just been not too long ago, but you'll find out you'll have more things going on than you have right now. So enjoy your time, enjoy your time with your family, travel, have fun. But you did a great job for the city for all those years. I know you and I had some closed door meetings that got a little heated, but we always talked and made it through. And so I admired you for that, for being the person that you are. So enjoy life, enjoy retirement, and take care.
Well, Ed, it's a long time coming for you to be retiring now. I can think back to as long as I've probably been a citizen of Show Low. The thing that's been synonymous with the city of Show Low has been Ed Mutter. I remember when I first got out of college, you and Justin Chergaskis took a chance on someone who had zero planning experience, gave me a job, made me a city planner. I was grateful to call you my boss at that time. Now I sit well over a decade later, and I'm grateful to be able to call you my friend. Throughout the years, I've always looked at you as someone who's been a dedicated and a loyal person to the city of Show Low. Best of luck, my friend. It truly is deserved, and I wish you all the success in the next endeavor of your life.
Well, Ed, Brent Hatch speaking to you here today, and I'm very glad to be here talking to you and wishing you a very happy retirement. I'm fortunate to have run into you in my life, and you are an example of how I would like to conduct myself as I get a little more senior than I am right now. I'm even senior to you. But I want to wish you a very happy retirement, very fruitful retirement, and don't answer the phone right away, and don't accept offers to get back to work. You and Kathy take your time, enjoy your life and your children and your families, and we would like for you to come down here and see us once in a while, but not too often. I really want to wish you the very best. And you and Kathy, I hope you spend some time traveling together and enjoying your retirement. Thank you. Thank you for all of your help.
Congratulations, Ed, on your retirement. It's well deserved, and just want to say thank you. I mean, there's some things about Ed that he's a humble guy. He's not going to toot his horn too much, but we really should be very thankful for what Ed Mutter's done. I really appreciate Ed with his vision, with being able to help implement things, to move things along so that we are able to look back at some of the things that Ed has been able to accomplish. If you look over the last 20, 30 years, Show Low has become a remarkable place to live, and it's been managed very well. We have had a very positive budget, very positive outcome, and we have employees that love to work here. So Ed, you deserve a fantastic retirement. I just wish you the best, and I also wish Kathy, you know, she's been right there every step of the way in the background supporting you as well as your other family members, and we're just thankful that you're able to enjoy and move forward with your life here as you look back upon the many things that you've had. You've got a lot to be proud of, and I just want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you've done for me and my family. Good luck, Ed.
What can I say about Ed Mutter? I can say it's going to be extremely hard to replace him. Ed always had the city's best interest at heart. I don't know of another individual that loves the city more than Ed Mutter. Consider him a friend. It was a great opportunity for me to serve as mayor, the city of Show Low, and we're going to miss him. I think everybody will miss him. Hopefully he and Kathy will have a great retirement, and we're just wishing them all the best. But Ed, here's to your 34 years of commitment to the city of Show Low. It was a good time. I appreciate what I learned from you, and I don't know what else to say other than you have a great time. Enjoy those kids and grandkids, and wish you all the best, buddy. Have a great time.
Well, thank you guys for doing that video. That's pretty cool. At this time, I'm gonna turn it over to the public. Supervisor Seymour, if you don't mind leading us off and come on up and say a few things, please. He shaved just for you, Ed.
Come on up, Ed.
Come on up, Ed.
You shave since then, Carl. Well, you have to come sometimes undercover, sometimes you have to be true, sometimes you have to do the things. But Mayor, council members, staff, it's great to be here tonight to recognize in the county. I've got Supervisor Donna Faye Whitestinger, County Manager Glenn Kephart. From the bottom of our heart, we want to tell you thank you. And it's all about partnerships. And I think you have been a fantastic partner for the county. You've been a fantastic partner for the community. You've been a fantastic partner for your wife and for your family and everything that you do. I think your partnership is something that you can be proud of, what we have. Let you give a comment if you'd like.
Sure, thank you. It's certainly an honor to be here tonight. I think when I started, Ed was the person who stood out. He was the person who people always referred me to. He was the person who knew the information. And one of the things that I appreciate, because part of my responsibility is also developing partnerships with the White Mountain Apache tribe. And you have always been very open and very sincere about your relationship and developing the relationship with the tribal community. And I'm so appreciative. And I appreciate your dedication and work to our community as a whole. My family lives in Pine Top, and we love being a part of the White Mountain community, and Show Low is right central to that. I'm so grateful for your dedication, and thank you to your family for allowing you to dedicate all those years to us. Thank you.
So Ed, I've heard the word partnership a few times here, and I will say that one of the unique things that we have in Navajo County is the partnerships and support that we have for each other, the communities and the counties and beyond that. I can tell you, Mayor and council members, that I held Ed as probably my most valuable, trusted partner that I had in the county. I knew that you were somebody I could always talk to when I had an issue, or we could have an issue where maybe we were on both opposite sides of it, but we could be respectful with each other, and both of us had the public interest in mind. You always did. I will miss your partnership, but I consider you a lifelong friend, and so that will continue. Congratulations to you, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you. Ed, it's hard to give enough thanks for what you did. So we have a little token here for you, okay?
Oh,
And
no.
And first of all, it was very hard to find something that was made in the USA, because you're very there nowadays. You know, everything's from everywhere. So we have a kind of a custom, a little bit of tradition of a Pendleton blanket. And there's certain Pendleton blankets that are different. But this one is the Chief Joseph Pendleton blanket. that came from the tribe of the Nez per se. That's a French word, but it can be said a whole different ways of how it is. But it also symbolizes an arrowhead here that we have a little bit of it. And he led a great tribe of people away from the federal government. So you need to get away from the government a little bit here. Okay? He led these people away for several days. And it became to the point where finally he realized he didn't want to have war or any anger or any animosity of his people. And when he took him down, he finally said that I'm tired. The son, and his quote is, just to get it correct here, I think it's kind of remarkable. He says that during the War of 1877, Chief Joseph was quoted as saying, "I am tired of fighting. It is cold and we have no blankets. My heart is sick and sad. Now where the sun now stands, I will fight no more forever." And I don't want you to quit fighting, but you always have, but you fought a great fight. And so we want to present with you here tonight a blanket. And in this blanket, it just has Ed on it. Okay. And I guess, Donna Faye, you know this better than I do, but I guess it's supposed to go on a robe here.
Yes.
On your right shoulder here. And we want you,
King Ed.
your right shoulder, I guess, on backwards.
Your other right shoulder.
All right, we'll get it right here. Where the edge right. Okay. You always bring a woman, you can get things done right, okay? There we go. And with that, we hope that you have many times of prosperity in your life going forward, and you're never cold and never hungry, and always just think of the warmth and the things that you shared with people in your whole life. And we just want to share this blanket with you as a token of our appreciation, and hope that you have many happy sunsets. Thank you. Thank you. Love you. Thank you.
Thanks, Supervisor. Well, Ed, I told you to sit up front, so you might as well just stay right there, I guess. Since you didn't want to sit
Running
up.
from the government.
Does anybody else like to say anything? We're right behind you. One more. Yeah.
Ed, just hang out here for a little bit longer here, Ed. Appreciate it. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Neil Traver. I work for APS, but I'm actually here on behalf of Relays the Economic Development organization here tonight. And I think it was Councilman Judd during the presentation noted, you know, your work in economic development. And 34 years, you look back on what Show Low was versus what Show Low is today, and especially during the time you had the opportunity to run the show, so to speak. Economic development has been a really big push of yours, and it's been a huge blessing for the entire region. They say a rising tide raises all boats, and I would say that Show Low was the icon that we all looked to say economically this is what we all want to achieve, and we really attribute that back to you, Ed. And so I'm here on behalf of Relay Z, Northeastern Arizona's economic development engine, and to present this plaque to you in appreciation for your dedication to regional economic development. So Ed, thank you very much for what you've done. And more so than this, it's been a pleasure to be able to work with you over the many years we've been together, and we've worked together and become a close friend, and look forward to that in the future. But thanks for what you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Neil. Appreciate that. Anybody else?
So, I did bring you a gift, I'm sorry. But I'm here for two reasons. One, it was an honor working with you as the city council, and I know that you have left this council in good hands with Morgan and Anna. And I want to say thank you for allowing me to work with you. But the other thing is, as a homeowner here in Show Low, you have done a wonderful job with Show Low. And I thank you. I'm so proud to live in this city And most of it was because of you and our council. And so I'm sad that you're retiring. I can't believe you guys let him do that. But no, I just think he did a wonderful job. And I think the city is going to miss you. I really do. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kind of funny because I drove around with Ed the other day and he said that I kicked him out of the city. Blames me for it. It's like I had nothing to do with it. Anybody else?
So Ed, you know this is coming. This is from the PEP Squad. Thank you for your support. The PEP Squad is a people encouraging participation group of city employees, and without your help, that probably would have never come to be. So thank you very much.
All
I
right, thank
appreciate you.
Anybody else before I turn it up to the council? Rick, do you have any? You're good? Appreciate you all again. We are going to miss Ed for sure, but we're ready. Ed's ready. Councilman Hatch, I know we already did a video, but you got any final comments before we?
I'll tell you one more time, Ed. Don't answer that phone every time it rings. Get a fishing pole and get out there on the creek and have fun, okay? It's been a real pleasure working with you and being in the presence of a man that is so well organized. I appreciate that very much. And thank you.
Councilman Adams.
And just again, I want to thank you for everything. You've taken Show Low to the next level, and your leadership's been amazing. Your love for our community has been amazing, and all the stuff you've done over the years. So I just want to thank you again. You've just done an amazing job, and you'll be missed, but I wish you luck in your retirement.
Councilman Alsop.
You know, Ed, when we did those little videos, the reason I said that, my name and everything else, is because I know before too long, you're not going to remember who we were, and that it would be a little bit easier for you to remind you of who you worked with all these times. But I just remember back when City Hall was over where the apartments are over there off of Cooley, I believe it is. And then we had it next door for a long time up on the second floor. But I just remember the first time I met you I was in a meeting over at the one over in Cooley, and it was about open space for the Show Low Country Club. And I came to that meeting. I just remember Bill Stinson coming up to me afterwards and saying, "Hey, you got to run for office. I need you in here to talk to Ed because he likes you. You need to work together." And so that's got me involved in it. But in the Planning and Zoning Commission, working with you at the very beginning, it was just a great aspect of how you ran the planning and zoning, but then it just ran right off to how you ran the city. And for all these years of running the city and talking to us and nurturing us and telling us, hey, you did it wrong, or hey, you did it right, but work together and good times, bad times. It just, you're always open. You're always there with open doors, ready for us to talk to. And you were my best city manager I've ever had. And you're the only one I've ever had, so don't worry.
Councilman Judge.
Ed, we love you. Thank you for all you've done. One thing that makes Show Low great is the people, and you've left, you have a great family, great legacy that you are leaving behind. So we're grateful for you and everything. We're grateful for your family and everything you've done for the city.
So I've been thinking about what I was going to say when I knew that Ed was going to retire, and I started thinking about Lloyd Carr. He was one of the great coaches of college football. He coached at the University of Michigan, and when he retired, he read this poem, and I thought about Ed, and I thought about the impact that he had on the community. The poem goes, "Be your own soul, learn to live. If some men force you, take no heed. If some men hate you, have no care. Sing your song, dream your dreams, hope your hopes, and pray your prayers." And so as I sat and thought about Ed, and I thought about that quote, I thought about how you have to really have a set of guiding principles that you won't waver from.
throughout the last 34 years. And that's something that I think that Ed has done. And he's done a remarkable job, not only being the city manager, but he's done it with integrity. I know that times being the city manager, you could compromise your own integrity and your own who you are as an individual. And Ed has never done that. I think that we have a man who stands before us, not only as a city manager, but he's an amazing husband. He's an amazing father. He's an amazing brother. I know some people probably think Misty's his daughter, but she's actually not. She's his sister. And he's done it with remarkable integrity. And I often say when I ran for city council that we stand on the shoulders of giants who built this community. And Ed, you're one of those giants. And it's because of your unwavering integrity, and you've stood for what Shola really stands for: a sense of community, a sense of place, a sense of honesty, and a sense where you know exactly where you stand with someone. They're never gonna. I never in my entire time with Ed have ever seen him go back on something that he said, or lie, or cheat, or do anything that would compromise his integrity, and that's very rare today. So I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for being one of those giants who's laid the foundation and done a remarkable job and put this community where it is today. And I'm proud to be called a resident of Shola, and it's because of the work you've done. So thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Clark. Just a few things. I wrote down some notes just so I can kind of get some of these right. You know, everybody's pretty much said everything you could say about Ed, what a great person he is. I know I started with him as my planning and zoning director, and then he left. So as soon as I got on, I didn't know why, but I think maybe it was because of me. But 34 years of service, but 16 as our city manager. I mean, that's amazing. And if anybody knows anything about city government, 16 years as a city manager, it doesn't happen. So Ed doing that is phenomenal. But some of the accomplishments is the city hall, the renovation of the city hall, the new library, the police building, some of the things that he's done. The preservation of the meadow. I know there's a lot of people in this room that had a lot to do with that, but Ed's direction was the preservation of the meadow. The airport facilities, the Reed Head House that we just purchased, you know, the old jail, this area down here, the Adams Cabin. Ed's been part of that whole process, and he's dedicated his whole entire life to the city of Shola, and it makes us all proud for a place to live on his direction. And I think it's phenomenal. The citizens of this community say the exact same thing. I never hear, since you've decided to retire, it's not like somebody walked up and said, "Oh, I'm so glad to see him gone." I've never heard that. So it's awesome. And I think people realize what you meant to this community. And like I said, working with you, I kind of followed you from planning and zoning up to the city council. And of course, I never thought you would retire, and I also never thought I'd be mayor. So here we go. But Ed, thank you for everything you've done for our community. It means so much. And yes, your leadership, like everybody has said up here, means so much to us as the people that are elected officials to move forward. And we are looking forward to you retiring and a new direction. It's really exciting. I've met with the new city manager and our new city attorney many a times. But on behalf of the city council and the city employees, we'd like to give you this plaque. I'm not going to read you what it says because I kind of read that earlier. First of all, you know I can't see it. So, but it said Edward at first. I said, no, I'm reading. But Ed Mutter, 34 years of dedicated service, August 1st, 1988 to January 31st, 2023. Ed, thank you so much. I'm going to ask you, and I know you're going to probably say no, but you are going to, if you just please say a few words.
Yeah, I want to take about an hour of your time, as you know. But
We have 3 minutes unless another council wants to give you 3
okay, I'll make it 3 minutes. Let me just say one thing. I think we've learned over the years that as we work together as the council, as a staff and community, we can get great things accomplished. So my only encouragement is keep working together with the staff. We have a great staff. I'm grateful for the opportunity I've had, for the years I've had to be able to serve in Shola. I'm thankful for my supportive family back here. They've been very supportive all through the years. Thankful for our great staff. As I said, just keep working with them and we'll be able to accomplish great things for the city in the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you again. Appreciate it, Ed. We're going to take about a 5-10 minute break. So if you guys want to stick around for the rest of the meeting, that'd be awesome. But if not, we're going to take a little recess right now. Nobody wants to stick around. Where's Connie?
Where's the teeter-totter?
You would do it.
Everybody's every time I call, it goes right.
Still sore.
Who's that?
Portion that I gave my daughter.
She came up and talked to John. She said she watches city TV, and if we needed anything to call her,
Oh,
I don't know what she does.
So I do work for a guy that lives out in Linden. He has about $30 million of rare racing horses.
Oh, my.
And pretty cool. He has some of those. Like
Sure.
But he's just, all his stuff is just
Here's
really
the
rare
Department
stuff.
of Environmental
Read it all
Quality.
day. I just don't.
Was that that lady with short black hair?
Yeah, she came up. If we need anything, I'm not sure what we would need.
With the county?
It is.
There's your other one.
The Arizona Department.
Oh, wow.
Works for the state.
Works for
You
ADEQ.
guys almost act like you won't see each other tomorrow.
ADEQ. We got our car. We,
What's
you know,
that?
sometimes we have to
You almost
talk
like
to her
you won't
about
see him
ADEQ
tomorrow.
stuff.
I know.
I don't think you guys will. I don't know.
Probably see him in the morning, right?
No, exactly. Works.
All right, we'll go back into our meeting where the next item on the agenda is presentation of annual report by Shola Historical Society. Mrs. Thomas. Thank you for waiting. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, good evening. My name is Claire Thomas, and I'm the Executive Director of the Show Low Historical Society Museum here in Show Low. Mayor, council, city staff, thank you for having me tonight. And I apologize, I couldn't get in here at the end of the year, but you know, when you have to have knee replacement, you just don't do that. So here I am tonight. So thank you for your patience. The museum continues to be in good standing with the Arizona Corporation Commission, Arizona Historical Society, and Navajo County Library and Museum Code of Ethics. For our 27th year, the museum numbers are up a bit from our previous year. Our visitor count for last year was 4,310 visitors. And I'd like to say a large portion of those are visitors from out of the Show Low area, out of the state of Arizona. And it always fascinates me to see why people come to Show Low, because we're not on the interstate. You have to want to come to Show Low. And their comments are always positive, not only about the museum, but the city as a whole. We have 13 volunteers that are there every week. Their total of volunteer hours for last year were 1,880 hours for the 13. And the museum could not operate without those volunteers, and they are greatly appreciated. We accepted 208 donations that were accessioned into the museum. That becomes property of the Show Low Historical Society, and we put those into our different exhibits. On behalf of the Show Low Historical Society Board of Directors and the museum staff, we wish to express our gratitude to numerous staff members of Navajo County and the city of Show Low for assisting the museum in getting a new roof put on the Navajo County side of the building. We cannot begin to express our gratitude for the new roof, and relieved that the Silver Creek Railroad exhibit is not in danger of the roof collapsing. And I, for one, am very grateful I don't have to dart out of my house in the middle of the night after a rainstorm in my PJs and go to the museum and put buckets under the leaks. I'm very grateful. So, and the city of Show Low has made an improvement on the museum sign that's out front. It used to be the old Show Low Police Department sign, but now it is the Show Low Historical Museum sign, and I'm very, very grateful for that. People will know where we're at now. The Silver Creek Railroad Club that we partner with, they applied for and received a $1,000 grant from the Arizona Historical Society for continuation of the railroad exhibit. And if you have not been in the museum to see that railroad exhibit, it is housed in the old courtroom portion of the Navajo County side of the building. And it's remarkable. They add to it all the time. And it's It's really a work of art, so I encourage you to come in and see it. Before I close, I want to thank everyone that was involved over the holiday season. I've never seen our city look so beautiful, just so beautiful. And my heart was just full of joy to see the Reed Head House all dressed up. She was a mighty fine looking lady. So thank you to all for that. And in closing, I know Ed's probably gone. So Morgan, welcome. And I hope you don't mind my emails like Ed didn't mind my emails. The museum will reopen March 1st. We invite you all in for an enjoyable tour. So we're looking forward to our 28th year. That doesn't seem possible that we've been in business or there for 28 years, but we have. So do you have any questions for me?
I got a couple of comments. I know we put a new sign in there. It's a complete new one, right? The old one is gone somewhere. Is that in?
It's the street side sign.
Oh, okay.
The can sign. It's not lit. We just chose to go with a solid sign instead of it being lit. When the PD was there, it was lit.
Right.
And we just chose not to do that. So.
And I appreciate your comments on the Reed Head House, and I actually made those comments to staff, and it was our public works guys decided to do that, and I thought that was brilliant. It was their idea, and they went and got the lights and they put it up, and I appreciate your comments on that because it was them that decided, you know what, we need to decorate that house.
Oh, good. Well, I'll have to let Rick and his crew know then.
Absolutely. I've talked to him many times, but thank you guys. If you have any special functions coming up out there, if you get with staff and let them know so we can, I would definitely try to be there for sure, opening, or if you have anything special there this summer, I'd love to attend.
Okay.
So
well, thank you for that. We
Thank
will.
you guys
we
very
will
much. I can't wait to see the new, I think you got 2 new rooms or 1 new room.
Oh, we have a total of 17
Right.
rooms.
Right.
And the exhibits are always changing
Okay.
because we get new items in, and we can either add to. The rooms are themed, and so that enables us to add items in to whatever theme that room is. Our city TV, they have been coming in and filming some of the rooms and having those films on YouTube and the city TV, and we appreciate that. We get a lot of response, good response from that. And that's happening over a course of this next year. They'll have those rooms complete by then. So anyone that wants to, say, oh, hey, what's in the artifact room? Well, they can look it up, and
Sure.
there it'll be.
It's pretty nice. Anybody hasn't seen it needs to go. Any other comments? Councilman Adams.
I just want to thank Claire for all her hard work she does at the museum and her love for the community and the history of Show Low. And just invite everybody to please go down there and spend some time. It is an amazing museum, and it's got a lot of good stuff in there. And Claire's done a great job in getting it all organized, and just invite everyone to go down. I want to just thank Claire for all that she does. She does a great job for the community and her love and her passion she has for the city. So thank you.
Thank you, John.
Again, thank you guys very much, Claire. Appreciate
You're very
everything.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Good evening.
Okay, next item on the agenda is the consent calendar. We'll entertain a motion for consideration of acceptance of grant funding from Robert D. Fisher, consideration of acceptance of Frontier Inclusive Park Playground installation, consideration of the minutes of the study session January 17th and the regular meeting January 17th, 2023. Is there anything that needs to be pulled, or entertain a motion?
I just make a comment about the consent calendar, and then I'll make a motion. I just want to say that this has been, the Frontier Inclusive Park has been phenomenal. I work over at the county building that's right next to there. I went to my office, I don't know, last week sometime, 7:30 at night, freezing cold. I forgot my laptop, had to run to my office. People are out there playing on the park. I mean, it's snowing. That park literally, unless it's been a very, very heavy snowstorm, that park has been used almost every single day. Today when I left work, same thing. There was a big group of people out there. I'm freezing to get to my car. People are out there doing it. So it's phenomenal. So thank you, staff, and thank you, those members of the council who had the foresight to do this. And with that, I'll move to approve the consent calendar.
Got a motion, any second? Got a second by Councilman Adams. All those in favor? All those opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Thank you, guys, and ditto your comments. I had somebody call me Sunday and said there was probably 30, 40 people over there Sunday, so.
Yeah, it's cold.
All righty, next item on the agenda is consideration of award of a construction contract for East Hall and North 11th Street Bridge Replacement, City of Shola project number R0922, and authorize of associate budget transfers. And it's the Shame and Saw show tonight.
Yeah, sorry if you paid for entrance. I'm here to entertain you for tonight. The city's fiscal year 2022 capital improvement plan budget included a total of $225,000 for a roadway improvement project labeled Hall and 11th Street Box Culvert. The scope of the work includes installing a precast concrete box culvert, 400 linear feet of new curb, 3,000 square feet of new sidewalk, ADA ramps, electrical conduit, irrigation sleeves, and new drainage infrastructure to facilitate the new bridge replacement. The work also includes replacing 110 linear feet of 8-inch sewer main that lays underneath the existing bridge, and installing the new sewer manhole as well. The work shall take place along East Hall, near the intersection of North 11th Street. Ironside Engineering designed the project with a construction cost estimate of about $350,000. The project was publicly bid to the statutory requirements with the following results. Macaulay Construction, $550,782.00. Conco Concrete Specialist at $555,087.75. Napatch Construction at $597,953.91, and Judco LLC at $855,900. Due to the rising construction costs, the excess funding to construct the project will come from the Joe Tank Road Improvements Project funding. The Joe Tank Road project is not scheduled to be completed in the fiscal year 2023, and the amount taken will be rebudgeted in the fiscal year 2024 budget. Staff recommends awarding the construction contract for the East Hall and North 11th Street Bridge Replacement Project, City of Shola Project R0922, to Macaulay Construction in the amount not to exceed that $550,782.00, and authorize the associated budget transfers. The bid tabulation for the work is attached, and I'm available for questions.
Any questions or comments? Or Councilman also?
Shane, thank you. I'm glad you read that out loud about the transferring the money from the Joe Tank Road. I know that's a big project, and I'm glad that people see that we're going to fund that back on our budget this year to get the money back in there, even though we're using it for this project and the next one. But one comment, with this box and everything else, the people that got flooded out last year down in that area just past where that box is this going to hopefully not eliminate, but at least help them out for if we do have a rainy season this next year, where it's not going to flood their buildings out and stuff like that?
Fortunately, the storm we had last summer was a very large storm, excess of 250-year event, which is something that nothing is designed for. So anything to that magnitude in this area or other areas that are in the floodplain are going to see that type of flooding that they saw last year. The box was designed to have the same, if not slightly bigger capacity than the existing structure. So no additional obstructions or further backup water, any of those effects are going to happen because of the structure and the design of the box. So
Yeah,
that was
I just
definitely taken into account when designing the structure. It was just to maintain it and maintain it in a little excess of the available flow through that area, not to create additional obstructions in that flow plan.
Thank you very much. I just
Yeah.
wanted to thank engineering and staff for looking at that type of project and dealing with it. We know there's been a lot of issues this summer for drainage issues and flooding issues. And so thank you, staff, for looking that over and doing this project. Thank you.
Any other comments? Real quick, when are they going to start this project?
We're going to have a pre-construction meeting very soon, the next week or two. The contractor wants to kick this off. The structure is actually built. It's a back lead of about 8 to 10 weeks to get a precast structure like this fabricated. Our goal is to build this in the dry season, May and June. I know it's summertime and it's a busy time of year, but that's when it's driest and we can get into this area and build it.
And with it being pre-made, is this like a week project?
The sewer has to go first, so we're going to rebuild the sewer first, which could take a week or two. They will have to pour the floor, let the floor cure for a while, maybe 14 days at a minimum, and then they can place that prefab structure. It does go a lot quicker than if you were to pour it with rebar and concrete and form it. The goal with precast is to make it much quicker.
There's just a lot of businesses in there.
A lot of businesses.
Any other comments or questions or motions? Councilman Alsop.
I'll go ahead and make a motion if nobody has any other comment.
Go ahead.
Okay, I move to award the construction contract to East Hall and North 11th Street Bridge Replacement, City of Show Low project number R0922 to McClellan Construction in amount not to exceed $550,782 and authorize associated budget transfers.
I got a motion. I got a second by Councilman Adams. All those in favor? All those opposed, same sign. Motion passed. All righty, next item on the agenda is consideration of award of construction contract for East Owens roadway extension, City of Show Low project number R3122, and authorize associate budget transfers. Mr. Hemsall.
Okay, the same City of Show Low 2022 capital improvement budget also included $305,000 for a roadway improvement project labeled East Owens Central II. The scope of work includes constructing an 850-foot, two-lane roadway extension with a 3-inch asphalt overlay on 8 inches aggregate base, 1,600 linear feet of new curb, 5,000 square feet of new sidewalk, ADA ramps, and new drainage infrastructure to facilitate the new roadway extension. The work shall take place along East Owens from South Central over to 2nd Street, approximately. Ironside Engineering designed the project with a construction estimate of $450,000. The project was publicly bid according to statutory requirements with the following results. Western Grade LLC, $467,159.00. Macaulay Construction at $553,040. Conco Concrete Specialist at $597,454.75. Perkins Cinder at $646,564.23. Judco LLC, $869,640. Navapache Construction, $725,940.69. And Surface Contracting at $811,415.00. Once again, due to the rising cost of construction, the excess funding will come from that Joe Tank Road Improvement Project. The Joe Tank Road Improvements Project is not scheduled to be done until FY23, or not until FY24, and we will rebudget that funding in next year's budget. Staff recommends awarding the construction contract for the East Owens roadway extension, City of Show Low project number R3122 to Western Grade LLC in the amount not to exceed $467,159.00, and to authorize the associated budget transfers. Sorry for the long list of bidders, but it is good to see that many bidders on our projects. Bid tab is attached. Any questions?
Any questions or comments?
Make them.
Councilman Alsop.
This has probably been a long time coming. This road is, if you ever drove down there and went into all those apartments, you're probably going, why do I have to go all the way around and the road's right over there? So I'm glad to see another through road, connecting road is going to end up on the Central. It's going to be more of a safety thing for everybody that lives there, and another access route out of there. So thank you for putting this together. I think it's going to be a great addition to Show Low and for the safety aspect of it.
I think a lot of school traffic will utilize this route as well. Now we have a through, it goes all the way from 260 all the way to Deuce Club.
Yeah.
Councilman Adams.
I'll make a motion. I move to award the construction contract for the East Owens roadway extension, City of Show Low project number R-3122 to Western Grade LLC in the amount not to exceed $467,159 and authorize associated budget transfer.
Got a motion, second by Councilman Hatch. Any other comments or questions? Got a motion and a second. All those in favor? All those opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Thank you, Shane. Next item on the agenda is consideration of award of construction contract for Parkview Waterline Replacement Project, City of Show Low project number W6422, and authorize of associate budget transfer.
The city's 2022 capital improvement budget included $150,000 for waterline replacement project labeled Parkview Subdivision Waterline. The scope of work includes construction of approximately 1,200 linear feet of new 8-inch C900 PVC water main, including fire hydrants, new water services, and required fittings. Scope of the work will also include installing any concrete or pavement removed during the work. The work shall take place in the Parkview subdivision along South 13th Drive, West Nicholas, and West Oliver, right across from the city park. The city's engineering department designed the project with a construction estimate of $235,000. The project was bid with the following results. Apache Underground Excavating, $280,564. Navapache Construction at $309,131.45. Judco LLC at $408,700. Western Grid LLC at $414,093. Onco Concrete Specialist at $435,298.75. And Keeney Construction at $511,169. Due to the rising cost of construction, the excess funding to construct this project will come from capital carryover funds and funds in the general improvement budget line item. Staff recommends awarding the construction contract for the Parkview Waterline Replacement Project, City of Shola Project W6422 to Apache Underground Excavating, and that amount not to exceed at $280,564 and authorize the associated budget. Question?
Questions or comments? Councilman Alsop.
Shane, on all these streets down West Owens, is this the last street that has to be done?
For water mains?
Yeah.
I believe this is the last one in that little pocket of water mains in that area. We did the easement behind 16th Ave, and I believe this one still has the 4-inch. So yes, I think this is the last one.
And then
for
everything's
water.
gonna be, okay.
There needs still to be some sewer line work in this area, and that's kind of tied to a Camptown sewer improvements as well, kind of a larger project.
So be patient with us after we get the water, then the sewer, then we can redo the road then.
Needed, yep.
All right, thank you, sir.
Any questions or comments?
I have a question. Are all three of these are for May and June? Is that kind of what you're looking at for?
Yes. Unfortunately, some of the water things we're hearing, the water parts are out on as 4 or 5 months out on some of the brass fittings for the services. We heard that's getting better. Either way, we're going to kick it off, have a pre-construction meeting, see what the contractor can do to schedule these projects. If things move up, you'll see them quicker. But usually material delays are really the things holding up the water project. Yeah.
Any other questions? Entertain a motion? Councilman Judd.
I move to award construction contract for the Parkview Waterline Replacement Project, City of Shola Project number W6422 to Apache Underground and Excavating in the amount not to exceed $280,564 and authorize associated budget transfers.
Got a motion, need a second. Second by Councilman Alsop. All those in favor? All those opposed, same sign. Motion passed. Thank you, Shane. And just a comment, when I met with the city manager today, he's very aware of some of these costs that are going up for the budget we're going over right now. So I think Justin and city manager are kind of talking about that right now because we don't want to keep transferring money. So we just need to stay on top of the rising costs. And we don't know if it's 10%, 15, we don't know, but we got to get close to some of these. I mean, all three of those projects, we had to transfer money due to costs. Appreciate that, Shane, for everything you guys do. All righty, next item on the agenda is summary of current events. Council members. Nothing? Councilman Judd.
We went to the daddy-daughter dance. I'd just like to thank everyone that put that on. Becca does a great job, everyone at Parks and Rec over there. So thank you for all you guys do. That was a fun event.
Appreciate that. Councilman Alsop.
Yeah, and I like to diddle what Councilman Judge said, but also everybody, if you need to get out and if you can, go to Shola High School or Blue Ridge High School. There's 2 basketball games still left over. Shola was in the run to make the state playoffs, so we play tomorrow night at Blue Ridge at 7:30 for the varsity, and we play at home Thursday night against Winslow. So please come out and support your basketball team, your high school, and buy some concessions, and that'll help everybody out. Thank you.
Anybody else want seconds? Real quick, I know it's a ways away, but the first weekend in May, is the annual Sholo Barbecue Throwdown. It's going to be a little different this year. On Friday night, it's going to be more for the public. We're going to have like steak dinners that the cooks are going to provide for some of the public. So we have more information to come out. I think we started posting some of it on social media, but it's a little different this year. It's going to be pretty exciting because it's going to be more public friendly. I'm pretty sure there's live music on Saturday, but we're a ways away, but just, it's the first weekend in May. So it's going to be pretty exciting to be Friday and Saturday. So, City Manager, gosh, dang.
Thank you, Mayor and Council.
Take me a minute.
Got 1 week on the job, but here I am.
So the list better be real small, huh?
Appreciate your confidence, and it's been nice working with the city staff. And so, a couple things going on this week. The city's still accepting some applications. If any citizens are interested in serving on our Sholo Aviation Advisory Committee, the Board of Adjustment, the Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee, and the Planning and Zoning Commission. The applications are available at City Hall or on the city's website at sholoaz.gov, and they're due on Friday, March the 3rd at 5 p.m. to the city clerk's office. If you want more information, you can call 928-532-4061. That's Rachel. For anyone who likes to play softball, registration is starting on February 1st for our spring one-pitch co-ed softball. The games begin in mid to late March. If you want more information on that, you can call 532-4140. As far as public works projects going on, the city's contractor has completed the work on East Uning. Hopefully that's wrapping up shortly. There's going to be a water main installed on East Mills and Owens. And then work will continue on the West McNeil roadway reconstruction project this next week, and trying to repair some of those areas. So we thank our citizens for their patience as we do these projects. And of course, you heard that there's 3 more coming up. So just be patient, but recognize it's progress.
Right. So, thank you, City Manager. Appreciate that. Anna, thank you again. Appreciate it. It's going to be good working with you. We've done a lot together already. I get to go see her quite a bit. Talking with the city manager quite a bit for the transition. So, yeah, come on down to City Hall and meet some of our new staff. Schedule a meeting. Not yet. Coming up soon. No schedule of meetings. Anybody need seconds or anything else? I don't see any more business before this council. I will adjourn this meeting. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for showing up tonight.